He got up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. Then he found armed burglars inside his house. He grabbed a baseball bat without thinking. He tried to call the police quietly. A thief caught him in the act. The thief pointed a gun and demanded the money. Jack pointed at a plate on the table. He said, "That's all the cash I have." That wasn't nearly enough for the thief. The thief told Jack to take off his watch. During the tugging, Jack saw a tattoo on the thief's hand. Jack stayed calm. He didn't act rashly. Then his son showed up, out of nowhere. His son jumped the thief and they started fighting. Jack moved to help. He realized the gun had no bullets. Jack told his son to let go. Angry, his son shoved the thief away. His wife heard the commotion and came downstairs. She said she'd already called the police. That scared the two burglars off. Jack tried to pull his son close. His son shoved him away. He thought his dad was a coward. The police arrived soon after. When they heard what happened, even the officers mocked Jack. They teased him. "Can't even protect your family?" His wife looked disappointed. The next day, neighbors gossiped that he was too soft. They said he should have beaten the thieves badly. Everyone was disappointed in Jack. Only his daughter stuck by him. The next day changed everything. She noticed the cat bracelet her dad gave her was gone. It had been stolen. That pushed Jack over the edge. He went straight to his father's nursing home. He pulled out an old pistol and some bullets. Jack's father saw him and felt his son had snapped back to a younger self. The old man felt a strange relief. He told Jack to be careful. Jack set out to find the two thieves who stole the bracelet. He decided to start with that tattoo. He went to every tattoo shop in town. He asked each owner if they'd seen that tattoo before. Most shop owners gave him no respect. Their thugs pulled baseball bats and surrounded him at the slightest provocation. Only one older man noticed Jack's own killer tattoo. The old man quickly locked the door and hid. That's when the others realized Jack wasn't someone to mess with. They gave up and told Jack the address of the thief with that tattoo. Jack headed straight to that house. The thief had no idea what was coming. Jack punched him. Blood showed. The thief's wife hurriedly took off the watch and handed it back. They didn't know where the cat bracelet was. Furious, Jack knocked the thief down. He cocked the gun and aimed. A baby's cry cut through the room. Jack saw a baby in the nursery with an oxygen tube. He finally realized the situation. They were desperate. Life had pushed them to the edge. He felt a sudden pang of pity. He stormed out without finishing it. Still, his anger had nowhere to go. He took it out on a wall outside. On the ride home, feeling defeated, he ran into a group of rowdy kids causing trouble. They knocked a passenger's book to the ground. Then they started harassing a young woman. Jack's face changed. He smiled for the first time in a while. He thought, why waste anger on a wall when there's real trouble nearby? He stood up without hesitation. He walked straight into the group. He sent the bus driver off the vehicle. Jack emptied the gun. He removed all the bullets. He smiled and said he'd beat them up. They laughed loud. One punk lunged at him. He landed a punch that staggered Jack. Jack answered with a punch. Another thug slammed Jack's head into a metal pole. This time, Jack was truly furious. He went all in. He smashed a beer bottle over one guy's head. Then he pummeled the others with fists and feet. After a sprint and a few exchanges, Jack was thrown out of the bus. Inside, the thugs screamed like they'd been slaughtered. Noses broken, teeth gone. Think that's the end? Jack stood up again. He got back on the bus. He swore today he'd finish them. A surprise attack. Several went down. One thug grabbed for Jack's gun to fight back. Jack reached for a metal pipe behind him. One swing knocked the gun away. A second swing took the thug down, seriously injured. The bus driver outside was in shock the whole time. Jack put the watch back on and walked away, oddly satisfied. At a nightclub, a mob boss was about to close a deal. A big man glanced at the boss one time too many. The boss jumped up and punched him twice. He slammed him onto a table. The man didn't get up. The other gangsters fell silent and obeyed. The deal went through. Then a phone rang. The boss went pale. At the hospital, he found his brother crippled. He swore to kill Jack and take revenge for his brother.